Hello and welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment only. Today we're going to look into the separation of Halle Bailey and DDG. Let's see what was going on that we didn't know about. What is Halle Bailey's overall major arcana? Current overall major arcana, please. What is DDG's overall major arcana? Current overall major arcana. Oh, he's got a lot. I'm going to take these two. And what is the major arcana shared between these two people? Major arcana shared. Okay, also before we go any further, I want to let you know that I have several decks over here. I don't know if you can see them over on this side, but I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. 3 of the decks all had the Queen of Wands in the reverse showing herself. So let's see what they are currently feeling right now. So it looks like Halle Bailey, she is trying to avoid some kind of catastrophe. Looks like she's trying to eject before something goes wrong. It looks like maybe there's a sense of uneasiness. Maybe she sees something down the line that she really doesn't want any part of, and she's looking to get out while she can. And then with DDG, we do have the Lovers in reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. So I think that this talks about him being unhappy in this connection. That there was, maybe it was like a honeymoon phase. Maybe it was full of chemistry and passionate, and maybe they moved a little quicker than anticipated, but it looks like it ultimately just kind of fizzled out. We will get more information on these cards here. But also it looks like maybe there was some toxicity here in this relationship. The Devil in the reverse talks about maybe being it's anything that is bad for us, whether it's bad for our health, bad for our mental status, or just bad. It brings out the worst of us. So maybe they were codependent. Maybe this was toxic. Maybe I know that with him, it seemed like he was a little insecure about her fame. And honestly, I don't really know DDG at all. I think he's a musician, but I feel like we all know Halle Bailey. So that could definitely be, what this is talking about, that there was a little bit of instability here, and that they were really codependent upon each other, or just brought out the worst in one another. So now I'm going to get a different deck, and I'm going to ask, what was their main energy in this connection? What was Halle Bailey's main energy in this connection, please? And what was DDG's main energies in this connection? Okay, so let's look at Halle Bailey's first. And she got the Ace of Potions, the Knight of Priests, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so in this relationship, she really was just in love with him, and her feelings really were genuine and true, and she was happy. She's happy with the life that they have had. She's happy with that little sweet baby they have, and she is very smart and good with words and eloquent, and just super, super smart, like surgeon smart, and very precise, not only with her words, but also with her thought process. So based off of those cards, she looks pretty clean in this relationship. Now let's look at DDG. First off, we have the Emperor in the reverse, which I don't like. And we have the Queen of Presents. Okay, so this definitely speaks about him wanting a more traditional relationship, a more traditional lifestyle. I love this Queen of Presents because in this card, in this deck in particular, this talks about balancing your home life and your work life. And it is difficult. Personally, I feel like it's more difficult for a mother because it's almost like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you go back to work, then people are going to judge you because you have a baby. If you stay at home, then people are going to judge you because you're supposed to be a modern woman, you know? And so I think that he was having trouble. Is she going to go back to work soon? Has she been doing things? I've really only seen her like snippets. Is it on TikTok with her and like, is it Halo, the baby, where they're like at the gym together or they're eating together? So I don't know if she was on her way back to work, but it seems like DDG was a little uncomfortable with whatever projects she has in the works. Now, the thing that I don't like about the Emperor in the reverse is that this represents someone who is controlling, overbearing, insecure, and has a very low self-esteem, which makes them feel the need to be controlling. Now, the Emperor in the upright is someone who operates without emotion. This is someone who is operating just based off of logic and what they think. Feelings are not factored in. And it also talks about men doing what men do. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a inequality. There we go. An inequality to these two relationship, or these two sides here. Now we want clarification on the Lovers and the Hierophant in the reverse. Give us more information on this, please. The Lovers and the Hierophant, both in reverse. More information, please. Okay, so we got the Ten of Potions in the reverse. We got the Hermit in the reverse. The Seven of Candles in the reverse. And the Moon. Okay. So the Seven of Wands, it looks like there is definitely some fears here. The Moon can talk about those deep, dark, secret fears that we have, things that we're scared are going to come to the light, things that we have dealt with for many moon cycles, things that it's hard for us to get away from. They're shadows, and they kind of haunt us. And it seems like this is in the reverse. Well, both of these are in the reverse, and he feels that he legitimately has a reason to be unhappy with their connection and their relationship, and he is genuinely emotionally unfulfilled. This is the same as the Ten of Cups, but when it's in the reverse, it's being unsatisfied, not being happy, not having everything that you want. And I do get the sense like maybe they wanted to do some kind of counseling, maybe they wanted to talk to someone, and I get the sense that he was resistant to that, and that this is something that he has battled for a while. So now I just want to know, why did they split? Why did they split? Well, we got one card, and it's the Devil again. So since this is the second time we're seeing the Devil card, let me just read it. Addiction, depression, mental health issues, ego, secrecy, obsession, cheating, dependency, bondage, materialism, sexuality, powerlessness, hopelessness, abuse, violence, assault. And I do get the sense that this is about, codependency. This is about insecurity, and even just like it says here, the mental health issues, because I think that it goes back to him dealing with something, some kind of fear that he has dealt with for a while. So what happened? What happened that caused this separation? We got the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. I told you I kept seeing her. She was in the reverse, but here she is nonetheless. And then the Justice in the reverse. So honestly, I think that there was a money issue. The Ace of Pentacles talks about projects that can be prosperous, financially abundant, lots of new projects, whether it's businesses, investments, or actual jobs. But, with this and then the Queen of Wands here, the Queen of Wands is a creator. She is someone who knows how to make money. And this really makes me think of Halle Bailey because she sings, she acts, she's got that Disney money, not just like fame, but Disney money. Okay. Like that's a whole different stratosphere, when you got that Disney corporation behind you. And so she is very creative. I think she is highly intuitive. And as far as like the little cat here, I think that this is representative of her baby. She's got a brand new baby, not even walking yet. And I think that this is her preparing her queendom and her legacy to help her baby to just blossom and to come into generational wealth and talent, because he is talented on his own as well. But it seems like there was an imbalance here. There was like an inequality in this or were they married or just together? I'm not sure. I don't think they were married, but and I also feel like she felt as though he was treating her unfairly. And now I'm curious, who who was responsible for the separation? Who ended it? Who ended this? Okay, so it looks like it was both of them. It was them about moving forward and just trying to grow. So this does make me feel like maybe they'll get back together. They are very young, but I think that both of them, again, this is the third eye chakra. So this talks about intuition. So I think that both of them really felt like something was off and maybe they can fix it. And, that they thought this was really better for both of them because they needed to build themselves up both as far as their confidence and, their own personal abilities. Now, let me ask, are they going to get back together? Are they going to get back together? Yes. Okay, so I do think that they might, consider getting back together. We got a couple Aries signs here. So I don't know if either of them is an Aries or if maybe one of them is a Leo. This is a Leo card, but we definitely got some ego that is presenting itself here, and there's some feelings and instincts that were really causing some turmoil. And now I want to know, how is she taking this separation? How is she taking this separation? Okay, so not bad at all. I think that this is something that she has been considering, something that has been in her mind, and I think that she is looking to just move upward and onwards from here. And I think personally I was surprised because I feel like I just saw them at the Usher concert. So let me know if you were surprised by this separation, because personally I was. How is DDG taking this? How is he taking this? Six of Cups in the reverse, Five of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, he's not taking it nearly as good as she is. I think that he might be hanging out with friends more, partying, living it up, drinking, doing actually old friends. He may be around someone who's been away for a while, someone he hasn't really connected with, but it looks like they might be back in the picture and they're living it up. Also, I think that he's being a little petty behind the scenes and sneaky. This is one of my least favorite cards in the deck, the Seven of Swords, and it can have some good energy to it, like maybe they're planning a surprise party or some kind of surprise. But usually, especially with this Five of Swords here, I get the sense of it being like a sneaky, cheating, getting away with something. And it's like, I wonder if maybe he's gonna try and like get some money from her, because I think that he's a little petty and he's willing to come out looking good at all cost. And if they are married, I would be curious to know if they had a prenup. Now I want to know, what are his energies towards her? His current energies towards Halle Bailey, please. And what are Halle's current energies towards DDG? Her energies towards him. Okay, so her energies towards him, 3 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that's kind of sweet. So it seems like she is hoping that he gets everything that he wants. You know, the financial abundance, the success, the family, whatever it is that he is hoping to do, wherever he is hoping to go. She hopes that he conquers and he succeeds. And he, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that, I think that he is kind of hoping that she is not going to work as much as, it's like, you know, you have to strike when the iron is hot. And I think that he is hoping she won't work a whole lot. You know, maybe some of her projects will be pushed back. Maybe they'll be canceled or shelved. And I think that he's also a little fearful of her finding someone else. What are the current shared energies? Current shared energies. All right, we got the Hermit again, which we got earlier. It was in the reverse, though. This is the Virgo card, so I don't know if one of them is a Virgo. Yeah, so it looks like both of them, this is actually pretty promising. It looks like both of them are trying to block out the noise. They're worried about themselves and their son, and they're just looking to do their own work, like their own personal internal work. Good for you. Now I want to know about his future career. His future career. The Magician, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I get the sense that he is going to have a little bit of an issue getting his career going. But I think that eventually he is going to, you know, start creating. And I think that he might even benefit creatively from this whole situation. Plus, I think the separation might bring him more notoriety, more fame because of who his baby mama is or his ex or whatever, you know? So I think that this could be beneficial to him. Beneficial for his career, that is. Now, let's see her future career. Her future career, please. We have the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so I think that she has a lot of work ahead of her. This makes me feel like, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here, who is like the mother of the queens, other than the Empress, who is a mother nurturing figure as well, but she's a combination of all 4 queens. This queen in particular is considered like the mother of the queens. Anyways, so with the mother and this heavy burden card being next to each other, I think that her life is about to become a little more difficult in the fact that it's hard when you have a very small child and you have work, you know, and so I think that it's going to be more difficult in a brand new way, in a way that she is inexperienced in, because she's going to have to rehearse, learn lines, do all of these career driven things, as well as take care of her baby. And you know, she shows so much with her and Halo, and you can tell that she is just completely obsessed with him. So she is going to want to do as much as possible. She's going to want to be that Mrs. Claus that we saw earlier, who is able to balance her home life and her work life. You know, she's going to want to be able to run corporations and make money and also bake cookies and, you know, be that mother. And so she may even spread herself a little thin, but I think that this is something that she is going to want to do for herself and for Halo. And I want to know, how do their friends and family feel about this separation? How do their close friends and families feel? So we got the Star in the reverse. We got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, I think that they feel as though this couple had given it enough time. They had tried enough times to see that it just wasn't working. And I think that they are sad for them. They were hoping that it would work out, but I think that they feel a little hopeless about the connection. And so ultimately, I think that they are happy to see them go their separate ways. Give us more information about this, please. More information. The Hanged Man and the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and the Fool. Okay. So I get the sense that there was some untruth that was uncovered, and, you know, that affected the relationship. I also get the sense that there is a little bit of immaturity here. Both of them are very famous, and the Page of Wands can be somebody who is famous, somebody who is an influencer, who is a pastor, a motivational speaker, somebody who is very flamboyant, and they are very fiery, you know. But I think that they are happy to see them start on a new path, because it looks like this is something that they had worked on before. And look at the difference in these two cards. They're almost the exact opposite. A moon and a sun, cool and warm. This is upright and this is in the reverse. So yeah, I think that they're like, hey, look, y'all tried. Y'all gave a valiant effort, but it's good to see that y'all are willing to move forward and try something new. Now, last thing I want to do is use my oracle cards. I don't read these in the reverse, but let's see what comes out regarding the connection between Halle Bailey and DDG. Envy. A situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop off, up in flames. Kick to the curb. Total drama action. Outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. So I do get the sense that maybe, especially like with the whole Usher thing, I saw where Usher was trying to feed her a cherry and DDG took it and fed it to her himself. I think her fame is not only an issue for him, but the way that everyone holds her in such high regard. You know, people see her, she's beautiful and talented and sweet and kind. And I think that he may be envious, not necessarily of her, maybe her career, but even more so the way people hold her in high regard, because that's his woman. Does that make sense? I also think that he might have a little bit of outdated beliefs, you know, and they might not be apparent, but I think that she might see what is going on behind the scenes. And also I think that this just talks about, you know, her fame, you know, total drama action. That's what she does. She's in front of cameras, and I think that's just one more thing that added to the issues in their relationship. And someone obviously got kicked to the curb. I think that she dumped him. And maybe there are anger management issues, or maybe he is the type of person who will just hold on to everything until they explode. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. And today we used the Modern Witches Tarot deck. We also used the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot deck, the Boo Tarot deck, Learning Tarot Cards by Witchy Cauldron, What Lies Beneath. Those were my oracle cards, and all of my major arcana were the Cat Tarot.